Hi Libra, so I'm going to do a love reading. We did no contact a few days ago, so you can check that out, and plus I've got other videos, but we're just going to do a love reading, find out your energy, your person's energy, how they're feeling, intentions, actions and the outcome. There will be a part 2 in subscription as usual. If it resonates, you can check that out, and if you want to have inquire about a personal reading with myself, please click the link under my bio. Right, let's do this Libra open love reading. So love reading for Libra, mid-September. We have got patience. So patience is your first card. Might need a little bit more time in love in terms of a situation. Sagittarius energy, it's the temperance. So patience. Libra, please. There it is. Take time to breathe out. So I do feel like you need to take time to breathe out and have a bit of patience in a situation. Okay, Libra, what's happening in terms of your love oracle? La la la, too many cards. You've got healing, family issues and passion, but we'll see what comes out. It says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Wow, okay. Let's have a look at your energy, Libra, currently. Wow, Ace of Cups. What's your person's energy? Confused. What's going on in terms of how they feel towards you currently? How they feel? Oh, Eight of Swords. They're self-imposed imprisonment. They're up in their head about something here. What's going on in terms of their intentions within this connection? King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Stability, longevity, putting work in. You might have already put work into this connection. And what actions will they take towards you? We've got the Two of Cups. There is love here. Wow. Okay. Let's start off and see where we go. All right. So with your energy, you've got the Ace of Cups. So you want to renew love, or you want to give love out here. You feel emotional about something and you want a passionate new beginning as well. Emotionally, look at you. After an ending and a new beginning, maybe a new cycle's coming into your life in terms of love. And this love reading is someone new coming towards you, or there's a renewal of love in your relationship. But we have got closing out old cycles, emotionally navigating through that in terms of your passions and your excitement. There's also a new beginning in terms of the renewal of love that you're offering, or you're regaining in yourself. So that's lovely. There's a new beginnings, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. That's great, especially with the Queen of Cups as well, which is emotional. You could be looking after yourself as well and feeling really good about yourself emotionally in the next sort of couple of weeks. So what about your person's energy? We've got the Four of Wands. They're very confused about a union. They want a new beginning. They want to take a leap of faith, but they're anxious. They're not sure what to do. Eight of Swords is there up in their heads. So they've got that in their feelings towards you as well. They're kind of a little bit up in their heads about a situation. Yeah, very confused. They might have options, or there might have been an option of some kind around this situation. There might have been some confusion in a marriage or a union. So it could be that you're going through a little bit of confusion, which is then trapping your person energetically. So they feel like they're overthinking. There's a self-imposed imprisonment in their energy at the moment. They are wanting to have that leap of faith, but they're only doing it in a page energy. So it's a small energy. Although it's a good energy, because to me, that's like, yeah, okay, we'll see what we can do. I want to put the energy into this a little bit. Or there's a message or a messenger that they've had, a messenger of passion. That's Aries energy anyway. So it could be like a small message of passion that they're willing to exchange, possibly. I don't know. There's a bit of anxiety there, so I don't know what that's from. Anyway, let's have a look at how they're currently feeling towards you. There's an ending, or they might be up in their head about an ending. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles straight after, so it's about the stability. There's stagnation over the stability of a situation because something ended, or there was like a small ending, or they have to end something. One of the two, one of the three. But anyway, it's like there is an anxiety over an ending and how to stabilize it, how to put the work into this Ten of Pentacles, stability, abundance and happiness. It could be there's a bit of stagnation in your person's feelings because they're still unsure about what is going to happen in terms of their connection with you. You know, there is a Ten of Pentacles, that does automatically suggest that there's a very sort of stable energy you once had together, or there is something coming question regarding the stability of this relationship now. But there is stagnation, but there's also meditation and contemplation. So your person's still in that feeling of, right, okay, I know there's been a lot going on, there's been an ending, there is a possibility to stabilize this ending. However, there is a little bit of stagnation in that, in the current feelings. Yeah. What else have I got for their feelings, please? That's that Page of Wands again. So that's Aries energy, but that's stepping out on a small gesture of fun. So that looks like they want to just maybe step into it a little bit after loss or regret. There could be a lot of sorrow between you two. There is a clarity or a clear vision or communication in terms of that regret, sorrow, or loss. Yeah. And there's an opportunity here anyway with that Page of Wands. Let's have a look at this person's intentions. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This person's intentions, please. There is a choice in love, or they need to align to love. There's a King of Wands. They're passionate about a situation, and they're keeping it to themselves. That they feel very passionate about you. There is your energy underneath the deck, but it could be about conversations, determinations, fierce actions to move forward. Maybe there's something to do with conversation regarding being left out in the cold, depleted and insecure. But we have got some sort of hidden energy. So the High Priestess here, there's some, this person's intention is they're very passionate, but they're keeping it to themselves. They also want to have a stable connection, but there could be a choice in love for them or a choice in love for you. And therefore, that's why it's in that High Priestess mode of secrets and not speaking up about it. It could also just be because there is a soul connection between you two, and this person really wants to be sure before they actually speak up about how they feel, and they're just using their intuition to guide them forward. This person is very confident and also very stable. Yeah. Very attractive energy. We've got that Ace of Wands as a passionate new beginning. And we've got the Sun. Wow, they really want to have a passionate beginning. They're looking at that information saying, what makes me happy? What will happen in this connection? There is the Sun there. So there's that Ace of Wands with the Sun is just absolutely phenomenal. So I do feel like this person is really excited to expand forward. They are keeping a lot to themselves currently though, which is understandable. Maybe they're really up in their head about you a little bit, What's their actions towards you? What actions they'll take is there's a Tower, so there's a sudden epiphany in love, or there's a sudden epiphany they're wanting to regain in love. I don't know, we have got a lot of unknown energy, so we've got some very unstable, and we've also got some under murky water, so there's still some decisions to be made regarding love here. There is obviously a connection between you and this person, but the King of Swords does show me there is a conversation, there's communication. You could have open communication, that's King of Swords, or there is communication and focus and determination coming forward. You could be also dealing with another a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, another sword energy. Mercury Waters, we've got the Moon, which belongs to Cancer, and we've got Scorpio energy as well with a Tower. So there's definitely something unknown here, or a little bit unstable regarding communication. But there is collaboration, or there's a manifestation to collaborate anyway, which is quite nice. And that could open up progression or stability. Look, there is just that Mercury Waters and this person's, energy in their actions towards you. But that could be because they're not sure what to do yet. But they do want to conversate or communicate to see where the Moon takes them. Maybe they want to come out of that Moon energy. Let's have a look at the future position just quickly. The future position of you two is the Lovers. So there's a Two of Lovers, or it's a choice in love. Could be a soul connection, or it could be a Gemini you're dealing with. So there is a love here. What else have I got? Loss, sorrow, or regret. There is some sadness over love. There's some changes that need to happen in the future regarding this love, and someone's making a decision on what to do to move forward. Look, there is a decision that needs to be made regarding making changes in a choice in love or a situation in love. That could also mean that something from the past is still needing to be rectified, some regret, sorrow, or loss over a situation. And there's that working it out with that Two of Wands, still making decisions on how to move forward. We've got stagnation with a Hangman, Pisces energy, and it comes with progression. So meditate and contemplate. There might be a bit of stagnation or thinking about contemplating over putting the work in to progress forward. This looks good though. So with the Hangman, it's taking time, but the time that it's required to take is because you're in the Two of Wands. The changes need to be made, but then there is progression after that. There is a little bit of distance or